Hello everyone, I'm Doug with B&H, and today we have some brand new cameras from Panasonic. Sean is also here to help explain everything about them, so let's get right into it. What is the summary of the new G85?
So the G85 is the successor to the G7 with a lot of kind of hardware improvements under the hood and some durability and usability improvements in the body and styling.
So now, as far as improvements go, I know for a while now Panasonic has kind of introduced improvements steadily. Like as one new camera comes and there's some inheritance along the way. But there's always a new feature. So what would be, I guess, the big new addition to the G85?
So the biggest addition to the G85 is going to be the advancement in the Dual I.S system. So it's Dual I.S 2 now.
Okay.
And then also our 4K photo advancements specifically in post-focus and stacking capabilities in camera.
So let's start with the stabilizers. So Dual I.S 2, you're saying, how is that different from, because I know there was one in GX85.
Correct.
So what's the advancement?
So the G85 now takes the 5-axis stabilizer in the body and combining with the lens has worked to give us now 5 stops of stabilization at wide and also at telephoto now. And we achieved that through using a new gyro sensor in the body that is more accurate, more sensitive to combine the two systems. Where typically on the last system you're getting about 4 stops of stabilization, we now have 5, like I said, in this camera, that fully carries out to about 280 millimeter field of view, which is unheard of as of now in the industry.
And as far as lens compatibility is concerned, or the exact way that the system compensates, how does that go?
So compatibility, from day one at launch, the G85 will have Dual I.S 2 compatibility with the 12-60, which is the kit lens variant, and the 14-140 lens, the second generation of that, the current one. Down the line, we will release firmware updates for the existing Dual I.S 1 lenses, which we have an entire list of what is already compatible with it. So over time, you'll see we'll make some announcements with chunk updates, hopefully with when you should see them coming out.
And what about older lenses or manual glass, perhaps? How is that compensated as well?
Correct, yes. So just like the GX85, if you're using any kind of manual glass on this or adapted glass, you're still getting 5-axis in-body stabilizer. So really effective in wide angle. Telephoto end, just like any body stabilizer, it's more effective wide angle than telephoto, but you punch in your field of view in the camera and you're stabilized.
Beautiful. So video-wise, what's new here?
We now record 4208-bit internally to the SD card, while also allowing you to record out over HDMI and also monitor over HDMI while recording internally. So if you want to use something like a Shogun or you want to record in ProRes in your recorder of choice, you can. And you can also still fully utilize those tools while recording internally if you're using something like a small HD or you're keeping it nice and compact.
Yeah. So that really just transforms it as a B camera, or even really video camera in general.
Yeah. Throw this camera on a little hand stabilizer and you've got more than enough to go out and shoot some great stuff.
So now post-focusing, all the post-processing features, there's a lot of them in here actually.
Yep.
I know you brought it up before. So what is the post-focusing feature? How does it work? What are some of the details?
So post-focus was introduced a few cameras ago. It takes our 4K video and racks focus through the range using DFD or any lens that is compatible with our system for autofocus, and allows you to grab a frame out of that at any given focal point. We've expanded that in the G85 by allowing you to now take that file and stack it. So you go for an entire range, you can either let the camera do an auto stack, which will pick the best focus points out of all of it and combine them into one image, or you can selectively pick the areas that you want to have stacked and get creative with your stacking in there. In addition, we've added, because stacking is something that a lot of macro shooters love doing, we've added another bracketing mode in the camera that allows you to actually go through and capture full resolution with RAW up to 999 images in a given set of steps in a distance that you want to go, either in sequence or starting in the middle and then bracketing out like a typical bracket.
Now I was glad because, as awesome as the 4K video is, we all love our delicious RAW.
Oh, yes.
So before we forget, there's also a battery grip.
Yeah, so like I said before, the G85 also had some exterior improvements. Namely, it now has a mag front plate, it's fully weather sealed, as opposed to the predecessors which weren't.
Yeah.
And we've added a new battery grip to the system. This allows you to take the same battery that we've been using in the GX8, FZ1000, and G7, carry it over into this camera and beef up your shooting time with it. In addition, because of, obviously you get double the battery life when you're using 2 batteries, we've also added another mode, power saving mode in this camera that kind of sets up so that EVF is your priority to shoot with. That can roughly triple the SEPA rating on the battery, which is about 320 frames. So you're getting somewhere between 800 to 900 frames.
That's crazy.
Per battery, single battery in the system.
Oh wow.
So kit together with this, you're set to shoot all weekend and not have a problem with it anymore.
Perfect. No, I mean, I definitely don't need the LCD all the time, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
So good to know. Almost triple.
Almost triple.
All right. So thank you as always for showing me these. This really steps it up on just the overall feel, the feature set. Hope everybody enjoyed. See you next time.